Sources close to the Clooney household have revealed that tension has been building for weeks. George and Amal, the couple once celebrated for their elegance, class, and seemingly unshakable bond, have reportedly been dealing with growing personal disagreements behind closed doors. And just days ago, that pressure finally exploded. Insiders claim that the couple got into a shocking fight that escalated beyond anything they had previously experienced in their 9-year marriage. What began as a dispute over travel schedules and professional priorities quickly spiraled into deeper emotional grievances that had apparently been buried for years. George, whose health has been fragile due to past stress-related issues, reportedly felt overwhelmed and emotionally shattered after the argument. One insider shared, "He doesn't shout. He doesn't storm out. He absorbs everything. But this time, it was too much. He broke down." Later that evening, after being alone in their Los Angeles mansion, George reportedly began experiencing severe chest discomfort and dizziness. At first, he dismissed it, thinking it was just exhaustion or anxiety. But as the symptoms grew more alarming, a concerned member of his personal staff called emergency services. Paramedics arrived and rushed him to a nearby hospital in Beverly Hills. What stands out most from that moment? According to hospital staff and several witnesses, Amal Clooney was nowhere to be seen. The man who had walked red carpets arm in arm with one of the most powerful women in the world was now being wheeled into a hospital room, entirely alone. The next morning, the media frenzy began. Reporters, paparazzi, and fans all waited for a sign, an update, a visit, even a statement from Amal. But none came. As George remained under medical observation for what doctors described as stress-related cardiovascular complications, the silence from Amal was deafening. While some sources speculated she may have been traveling for legal work abroad, others close to the situation revealed something more troubling. Amal left their shared home after the fight and had not returned since. Insiders claimed the fight had reopened old wounds, including disagreements about their lifestyle, parenting philosophies, and the amount of time they spend together as a couple. George has been feeling like a ghost in his own marriage, one source said. She's dedicated to her work, which is admirable, but George has been craving emotional connection that he hasn't felt in a long time. As the news broke, the entertainment world responded with a mixture of shock and sorrow. George Clooney is not just another Hollywood A-lister, he's a cultural icon, a respected filmmaker, and a humanitarian. His friends and colleagues have always described him as kind, generous, and deeply loyal. Julia Roberts, a longtime friend, was reportedly devastated when she heard the news. "He's like a brother," she was quoted as saying. "To know that he was in a hospital room alone just breaks my heart." Though the Clooneys have always maintained a polished public image, this latest incident has revealed a more complex and human side of their marriage. Behind the power couple facade was a man quietly battling loneliness and stress. Those closest to George say he's been deeply reflective lately. He's been talking about his legacy, his life choices, and whether he's truly happy, a longtime friend shared. And Amal's absence during this health scare has only deepened those questions. For someone who spent years as Hollywood's most eligible bachelor, George Clooney's transition into marriage and fatherhood came with massive lifestyle changes. And while he embraced those changes with grace, some believe the emotional cost has gone unnoticed for far too long. As of now, George remains under supervision, though doctors say he's stable. But it's the emotional scars that may take far longer to heal. There has been no word from Amal, no public statement, and no indication of whether she plans to reconcile or even visit. Close friends are urging both parties to reflect on what really matters before making any drastic decisions. But others quietly admit that this may be a turning point, possibly the beginning of a separation that neither George nor Amal are ready to discuss publicly. What we're witnessing is more than just celebrity drama, it's a real story of human vulnerability. George Clooney, the silver-haired icon of calm and charisma, is now confronting what could be the most emotionally raw moment of his life. And as fans, we're reminded that no matter how glamorous someone's life appears from the outside, everyone is fighting battles we cannot see. This hospitalization has forced a spotlight on a relationship that many thought was picture perfect. And yet, the cracks now seem too large to ignore. We can only hope that, in time, healing, both physical and emotional, will follow. But for now, George is navigating it all on his own. Subscribe to stay updated. If you want to stay updated on George Clooney's condition, the future of his relationship with Amal, and the behind-the-scenes truth that continues to unfold, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and tap the notification bell. We're committed to bringing you the most accurate and heartfelt stories straight from Hollywood. This one is far from over, and you won't want to miss a single development.